Is an offense after the play that can create confusion and an opportunity. You know, as aggressive as they play, knowing they're not necessarily a great shooting team, you would expect them to get more than 3 offensive rebounds. That presents itself. You know, they run a very patient, deliberate offense with a lot of cutting, great stuff.
A nightmare. He's a 6'6" guard who is strong fending on Evans. Clifford's driving right at Heidi, got it up, tipped around. Something you live by at Gonzaga, by the way.
Yeah, but I like to think that I never took a bad shot because I always thought they were going in.
Evans. This is Clifford, and he's fouled out. He was eyeing that thing from about 26, 27 feet. Clifford, a nice move. And a half. This is Clifford rising and missed it. Clifford against Bird. That's a really good defender, and he gets inside him.
Bird a little bit, so he didn't have an angle to get back in front.
But the news right now is that New Mexico loses at San Jose State by a point. That's a Miles get the win. That means Utah State sits alone, undefeated at 6-0 atop the conference. Clifford spinning in the lane. That's a really lead territory.
Because of their defense and how difficult it is to score on them, it many times is good night.
Clifford missed the 3. They share the ball extremely well. One of the best passing teams in the conference, and Clifford, the transfer from Colorado, that's a 3, and it's just short. Clifford isolated, and Boyd fouled him. Bird back in for the Aztecs. Clifford got it up. Can't hit shots right now. Coleman takes a 3. Brother Cliff, catastrophic turnovers. That's one thing Nique said we've got to avoid, and that's hard against San Diego State. They feed off that. And a rebound, outlet. And Clifford already in transition. That's a 3. That's late. And it ripped. San Diego State in practice today worked on really defending the ball.
To get hit by the screener has to find the proper angle to set that screen, and you come together. Do a little bit of Darion Trammell, who spent the last couple of years here, was part of that Final Four team.
Clifford, Williams, Kyle Jorgensen, Bowen Bourne off the bench right now. Good rotation there. This is Williams, and he misses the 3.
Execute. And you get 3, got this crowd going.
Yeah, you can hear the crowd loves him, man. It's a nice look inside. Jorgensen's back in for Colorado State. So is Keyshawn Williams. Clifford stops. Williams a 3. Clifford trying to look inside. Dumps it down. Bemba, go. And Bemba's fouled. 10 points a game last year. Clifford against Bird. It's a walk. The tournament. New Mexico essentially made the tournament by winning the Mountain West tournament. Bird again. That's 5.
He just looks up with a smile on his face, like some things you just can't control.
One shot
to the rim.
Clifford feeds the post. That's off of Clifford's foot. Pick and roll, and Bemba. Oh! Evidence 3 minutes where things get a little sloppy.
Structure's been around for a number of years.
This is Magoon Quaff, the big redshirt freshman. And there goes Miles Bird with the miss.
Also carried over the sideline, baseline out of bounds.
Where will San Diego State get their points tonight? Maybe it's Bird. Oh,
to not allow the defender to get through.
One of the best defenders. Bloth out high, DeGorville. Kind of get it to the low.
Can score it and finish at the rim. He's a terrific passer. He competes on the defensive.
McKinnon Danny. All right, they've run the offense. This is what he means by play after the play. And they create something. Bird, three. It's Heidi, corner. There's Ferrari. That's what he does. Boyd, driving. He's whoever's.
I didn't want to say that, but yes.
Early in the possession. This is good defense right now by Colorado State. Late clock. Boyd takes a peek, starts his drive, backs up, throws it inside, and it's dropped, picked up, and the clock expires there. And of course, Dutcher's dad was a head coach there. But they both had a kind of a similar roots as Minnesota natives. Gorville with the long. That's a corner three and a miss. That one,
A mini version of the Big Ten where it's a little bit slower, but it's very physical defensively. Many teams try to copycat the style to vacate that weak side. Great execution.
pick and roll and dunk. It's been a slog. They're 6 of 21.
But it's your typical San Diego State defensive effort. After that,
Boyd crosses over, rises up, and the lefty misses it. Clifford. Bird. Right in a little deep there, lost his dribble. There's the two freshmen, Compton to DeGorville. He missed it. DeGorville in the middle of the zone. Goes right to the bucket, missed it.
well, we need to go through the game notes and see what a career high, game high could do on their end of the offensive side of the floor. And just making it a problem.
Bird had the right eye, 31 now. Bird is second block of the night. And Guac bodying, falling away. Colorado State playing a bit better here in the last 4 minutes. Bird, a three.